For this version of the bench press, we're going to be limiting the range of motion that we're using throughout the exercise, and this one's great to keep some of the pressure off of the shoulders. It kind of mimics a floor press, but we're using the safety bars as our way of limiting the range of motion as opposed to dropping the upper arms on the floor like the floor press. So you'll take the safety bars and place them up a little bit higher than you would need for safety reasons. So in this case, I've actually got it set up quite a few inches above my chest. And you can always experiment with this. You could use it as a mode of progression. But whenever I bring the bar down, my elbows end up at about 90 degrees. So you can play around with that a little bit. Like I said, if you need more stretch, drop it down a little bit lower. If you are a thicker person, you're just a larger person than I am, you would want to bring the safety bars up a little bit higher. Just make sure that they're the same on both sides. So once you have the safety bars in place, you'll lay down, make sure that your bench is placed so that when you lay down, your eyes can line up with the bar. You'll grab hold at your normal bench press width. So I usually go a little bit on the narrower side, but usually somewhere on this change of gradient is a good idea. So about shoulder width wide, we'll take it off of the J hooks. We're gonna pause for just a second over the level of like chest shoulder area and then bring the bar down. And we're aiming for just below chest level, or it just kind of depends on how long your arms are. Elbows are gonna go out at about 45 degrees. So bar comes down, we kind of rest momentarily on the safety bars without resting too long. So we kind of touch, come back up, and we're getting a little bit of an arc here as we're arcing down toward the chest and then arcing kind of back up toward the head. So like I said, you can always increase the amount of weight that you're using on this exercise. You'll be able to use a significantly more amount of weight than you normally would. And then as you get more comfortable with it, just lower those safety bars down and give yourself a fuller range of motion. Keep in mind that you want to keep good bench press form throughout this exercise as well. So feet flat on the ground, having a nice little contraction in the glutes. That way your core is, and your core and your back are being safe throughout the exercise.